Hey everybody, how's it going? So I'm going to do something a little different, I think. We normally, being motorcycle vloggers, talk about motorcycles, our motorcycles, other motorcycles, motorcycles we'd like to have, etc., etc., motorcycles we've had. But I want to talk about cars, the cages, those infamous, terrible cages that some people, refer to them as. If you're gonna ride your motorcycle year round, that's great. I want to. I try as best I can, but I have situations where I'm just gonna I'm gonna drive my car. I'm not gonna ride it because then I won't be able to control it. It's hard to transport a rifle on a bike, by the way. So car is important. Ooh, this is a nice color. I like this color on this Mustang. What is it? I don't know. Anyway, speaking of that, not so much favorite car is what I'm talking about, because that changes with me depending on what I'm talking about. But car company. When it comes to bikes, for example, I like Yamaha. I do. That's why I've owned two of them. I had that FZ6R and I had the Super Tenere, and I'm happy. I was happy with both, but even happier with the Super Tenere. After that, I never owned one, but I really like KTM. Just their methodology and that look even. So that'd be like the two for me, and then after that, the Honda for the Goldwing, because I have weird taste. And I like Harley Davidson, some of their bikes and stuff like that. But if you're asking me my top two, it would be like Yamaha, KTM, because I had great experiences with Yamaha. That's why I'm riding them or riding it, and not signaling because I forgot. And KTM because I've always been interested in owning a KTM, and I like their look and their style and all that. So with that being said, when it comes to cars, my car company of choice is Ford. I've loved Ford growing up. Maybe part of it's because of Bigfoot was a Ford. I just really like Fords. I do. The Mustang's cool. With me, the Mustang's hit or miss on style. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. But I like the Focus, especially the new one coming out. I like the trucks, so on and so forth. Second place, I don't know where that would go. To be honest, I am not certain what I like. Well, I know what I like after Ford, but I don't know what will get second place. Because I just don't. But I'm a Ford guy when it comes to cars and everything. Like, I would want to get a Ford. In fact, the car I drive now is a Crown Victoria. It's a Ford. That's just the way I roll. So if Ford ever came into the motorcycle market seriously, kind of like Honda is, with cars and motorcycles, if Ford ever did that, I would seriously, research the Ford motorcycle and see what they're doing. But I don't think they ever will, nor should they. I feel. I think the market is fine how it is, and I think there's no real need for them to come into the motorcycle world. But that guy's parked far from the curb. But yeah, if they did though, I would consider it. I would look at it. Would I get rid of my Super Tenere? No, I don't think so. But I would definitely look into the Ford motorcycle if they ever made one, which they're not. So I don't want people to go, they're making one? Because YouTube has a tendency for people to watch videos and not pay attention and pick up on one phrase you say and then assume something, even though you didn't say that at all. But you get my point. So, what about you guys? I know we're all about our motorcycles here, but what's your car company of choice? If you had to go buy a car tomorrow, get funds were available to you within reason, but you had to work it out a bit. Maybe they would pay. Maybe if you had to go buy a car tomorrow, half of the car will be paid for you. The other half you have to work out. You know, what would you reasonably buy? Like, logically buy. Not like your fantasy, like not like I would buy a Bugatti Veyron. I wouldn't. I'm not a big fan of the Bugatti Veyron, but my point is not stuff like that, like actual car, like realistically, I guess is the best word. What would you do? Who would you go to, company wise? Anyway, yeah, do participate. You know, video respond if you want to, or don't. It's up to you. And leave a comment in its place. And until next time, peace.